Net, man, I ain't got a reason to use my net all day. Oh, hang on.
Won't let him go?
No. What's up, YouTube? It is January the 6th. We just got a bunch of rain. My buddy Ephraim's with me. He's never been jug lining for catfish. He wanted to catch some catfish, so we decided to take him out here to the river, see what we can do. We got a bunch of rain, real light wind, which is pretty much ideal conditions out here. And we just set our noodles out, and looks like we've got quite a few fish on already. So we'll see what we can do today. Bring you all along. Show you what we're doing here. These are our noodles. It's just a piece of PVC pipe that's got a pull noodle attached to it. Comes down to a piece, let me see that one. Comes down to a piece of just green camping twine. It's got a weight on it. It's up here right now, but it'll fall down. And then we're running 4/0 Kahle hooks, which is it right there. And we're running, we tried using shad, but it's just kind of melting away. We're mostly predominantly using jackfish and mullet, and all he's doing is hooking it on there one time like so, and then chunking them in the water. And we've got a light wind today, and we're kind of stringing them in a line to the river bank and letting them drift down with the wind, in the wind and the current. So far so good. This is the bait we're using, these little jackfish. They got a kind of muddy, bloody, oily meat. So far it's been working so good. Pretty good. Let's see what happens. We got one good one on up here. Swimming around like crazy. They're all kind of bouncing, which means there's probably a bunch of little fish. But like that one right there's got a fish on it. We'll come back and get that one. I want to get these two big ones up here. Make sure they don't get off. I don't know if you can see it. There's one right here. Well, there's three of them up here. Two of them are standing straight up and down. The other one's running sideways. So these three definitely have fish on them. We'll grab these first and then come back and pick up the other one and see what we got. What's going on? Oh, he let it go?
Yeah.
Is the hook poking through the skin?
Yeah. Where it was.
He might have turned it. All right. First fish of the day. That's a good one. For about 2 pounds?
Yeah.
Hell yeah. We got a bunch of noodles out. Let's see what the day brings us. It's cold. It's about 40 degrees this morning. I imagine hopefully if it starts warming up, we'll start getting on them, but we'll see. Got it?
What?
You let go?
Yeah.
Dang. Oh, he's sucking on that bait though. It's just little fish, that's what that is. Usually if they're just laying in the wind, there's not a fish, and if it's going the opposite direction or against the wind or downwind, yeah, it's got a fish on it because they're moving around. Let go? Man. Bait's all chewed up.
That one's still good?
Yeah. That's on that jackfish?
Yep. That's the second one on the jackfish.
The rest was on mullet?
Yep.
So today we have jackfish, mullet, and shad. Trying to kind of see what's going to work better as far as the bait goes. Trying to find something that's going to stay on a hook. And so far we haven't had too many problems. Yeah, I think that's probably got a good fish on it. That one's probably hooked up. And like, see how this one's way out of line?
Yeah.
It's either got a fish on it or it's hooked up hung up on something on the bottom. You know what I mean? Right. So anytime we see that, we want to check them.
Go right a little bit.
Yeah, see how it was sitting there? That means the fish ate that bait and he's like Oh, channel cat. I'm big enough to throw in some hot grease anyways.
Yeah.
Here in Texas, they've got to be 12 inches to keep. That one's probably 14 or 15. I don't generally keep them when they're 12 because unless you're going to fry them whole. There's another one taking off over there. Look at that one. Straight up and down. So hopefully we got some fish. These have been sitting there a little longer. It's the first ones we put out. That one's hooked. Yeah. It's trying to get away. That's a good sign. I imagine once it warms up a little bit, because I'm sure they got real cold last night,
Yeah.
especially in the shallower water.
Go right, go right. Alright, fine.
It'll probably pick up a little bit more. But hell, that ain't bad. Another little channel cat. For our first run, I think we're gonna have 4 or 5 fish. So we'll see what happens. I feel like that first one up there is a good fish. We'll see what happens when we get up there. That's another one that's about 15 inches. Good deal. It's not bad yet. We haven't picked them all up and check them for bait. You let them float around for about an hour, you have to start figuring that some of them just don't have bait on them anymore. That's when it gets bad. Bad for you. I'm gonna sit up here and drive the boat. No?
Good.
Usually when they look like that, it's a better fish. Or it's a little bitty one hung up on the bottom.
Yeah.
What the hell? I guess there's a little one hung up on the bottom. Alright. That one's almost small enough to let go. He's probably 14 inches anyways. Those are the gimmies. Those are the ones that said, alright, I ate your bait.
Yeah.
We're sitting here. What you got? What you got? Another channel. A lot of channels today. Oh, there we go. What you got? What you got? Channel. Damn, only channels today. That's nuts. That's a better one though.
Yeah.
And it looks like there's at least 4 or 5 fish on up here. We'll see what happens. A little better one. Maybe. Looks like he's holding it under a little better.
Channel.
Another little channel cat?
Yeah.
Alright. Well, if you feel like you ever need the net, holler at me. I'll meet you up there.
Alright.
Yeah. Looks like a better fish, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, there we go. There's a better one.
Faster.
Fat boy. A lot better fish there. That's what we need. About 20 more just like that one.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. So they're biting for sure. We timed it right. I thought we'd be getting some bigger ones, so we'll see what happens. We might have to move around to other parts of the run up or down the river a little bit and see if we can't find some bigger fish. But so far so good. I'm not gonna complain about it. We're catching fish. It makes me happy. Catching them the lazy way.
Yeah.
Well, the lazy way for me, Ephraim's working his ass off today. We just got this big one. I didn't have the camera ready. That's a good one there. Told you we'd catch some big ones before it's all said and done with.
Yeah.
Probably the 10th fish we caught. Get 10 more like that, we'll go home.
Looks better.
We've been at it for probably about an hour,
Yeah.
maybe here over an hour, and we're doing all right. I think we got 15 catfish.
You shot mine again.
All right. Got a bigger one here. We lost a lot that's popped off today, so I'm gonna put this guy in the net. It's a gooder one. Not a monster, but it's a gooder one. He's probably what, 5 to 7 pounds?
Mm-hmm.
Having a good day. Probably one of my funnest things to do. It's relaxing fishing, not stressful fishing, and they taste great. Whether you batter them up and fry them or blacken them, catching a few. Just out of curiosity, what's everybody's favorite bait to use on trout lines or jug lines or catfishing, period? Generally speaking, we like to use shad, but if I know something better, let me know in the comments below. All right, picking up the last run of the day. Still getting them. I don't know how many we got, but we got a lot.
Oh yeah.
We got enough for a couple fish fries. We did all right. We probably got, I don't know, 35, 40 maybe. All in all, it was a great trip. If y'all liked the video, please subscribe, like it, share it with your friends, show them. See you guys next time.